Hey guys, Sarah here. So I have this idea in my head and I really hope that I can get it across in this video because I think it's so cool, this visualization that I had. And I want to encourage you in a couple different topics. So the first one is this law of abundance, and that there's millions and millions and millions of people out there that would kill for an opportunity like Beachbody, but maybe we're not focused in that area. We're not focused on that law of abundance because we're too worried about what we have currently, and we're trying to just keep together like what we have and not really push forward outside of that because we're trying to make sure that all the chips don't fall with what we have. And I think that's like a natural thing, a natural law that we have inside our body. But I have to encourage you guys about the law of abundance and also the law of attraction. So it kind of goes hand in hand in this little video and visual that I'm talking about. So I kind of want to kill two birds with one stone and think about this. So oftentimes I get coaches who may be discouraged, or maybe they send me a message, or even I have to say that I've struggled with doubts too myself. But a lot of times I get people, they'll send me a message and they'll say, I'm just attracting all these quitters. Like nobody wants to stick this out with me or whatever. And I have to kind of ask them, well, do you want to stick this out? Like, do you feel like this is just going to be like a 3-month or 6-month ordeal and you're done? Or I get people that say like, I'm not attracting anybody that believes that they can really make it in the business, that they can, earn a substantial income or fire their boss or whatever. And then I have to ask, well, do you believe that? Because the law of attraction is really real. Like, it's kind of crazy because sometimes you don't even have to put that stuff out on social media. Like, I don't even believe in this business. Like, just join me for 3 months. You don't even have to put that on there. And somehow people believe that. It's kind of crazy. And maybe that's because we just internally believe that. And so it kind of comes off at like this aura or perfume that, I'm only in this for 3 months. Just join me for 3 months and quit, or, whatever the case is. So I have to encourage you that you got to change your mindset about that. If you have to speak with vision, and I think that's been something that I think everybody can work on. And whether you're a new coach, a diamond coach, a ruby coach, emerald, or star diamond, or wherever you're at in your business, I think you still have to continue to speak vision and speak boldly. And that doesn't mean that it's just for extroverts or it's just for, introverts or whatever your type is. It doesn't mean that at all. But I think you can speak boldly with people. I think if you have a vision of where you're going and you have that state of mind, you're going to attract people that are in that state of mind. I fully believe that. And then what we also have to get over is just because we attract 1 or 4 people or maybe 8 people, maybe you've hit diamond. I see this a lot. People hit diamond and then they feel like they just have to keep all these 8 coaches afloat and the 2 emeralds, and they just have to feel like they have to keep it all together, and they forget to bring more people in the business. And so here comes this visual, okay? So, okay, picture yourself, you're running a marathon. I've never run a marathon. I probably should put that on a to-do list. I've only run a 5K. But picture that you're running a marathon, right? And when you're running these marathons, you have people on either side that are like cheering you on and they're excited. They're supporting you from the sidelines. Maybe they're watching to see if you're really going to run or finish this race or where you're going to stand at or whatever the case is. And so maybe people get inspired by you. So the second the gun goes off, and I know this really doesn't happen, but just go with the visual, okay? So maybe when the gun goes off, right, people are inspired by you at the start. They're like, oh, this person is going somewhere. She's starting her own business. Like, I want to jump right on in. Like, let's do it, okay? And as you dive into personal development and keep growing, you're going to pick up the pace in your marathon. You're going to say, this is moving forward, and you're going to love it. And maybe 3 people that you started with, maybe they're going to pick up the pace with you, and they're going to grow with you. But maybe 1 or 2 won't. Maybe 5 won't out of the 7 that you got in from the start. Maybe they just won't. And I feel like as our conscious feeling means that we have to slow down and we have to pull back and we have to, turn around and go backwards and try and pick these coaches up off the ground. And I'm not saying that you can't be a rescuer and you can't help your coaches, because by all means, yes, you can. But I have to say, watch out and make sure you're not running your whole marathon going backwards. Or make sure you're not doing this, keep on going and then moving all the way backwards to try and go pick up somebody at the start line, right? You want to attract those people who are wanting to run in the race at the pace that you're going. Not saying that every pace is different, everybody has their own pace, but you're probably naturally going to attract people that are at the same pace, and you're going to attract people that want to run with you, but maybe they slow down and want to walk for a while. Doesn't mean that you have to. Doesn't mean that you have to turn around and stack them on your backs and drag them through this marathon. Doesn't mean you have to do that. That's a lot of weight to carry, and you don't want that weight on you, right? So I have to say that you are going to attract people at the same speed, okay, that you're at right now. And that may mean that some people fall off. That may mean some people stop at a jog, or they slow down to a walk, or maybe they even get off the track altogether and quit. We have coaches that quit every day. But the law of abundance is this marathon is like a long marathon. It's one of those, like, you got to cross water and you got to, go over bridges and under logs and through tunnels. And there are so many people along this marathon that are ready to join in with you at that point. But if you constantly keep turning around and going backwards to try and hold all these pieces in your hand and try and just keep, your group of 10 coaches, your group of 8 coaches with you the whole time, you are prolonging all these people that are ahead of you from joining you because you are a stronger state of mind. It's so cool. Is that visual not cool? I hope I explained that right. But the law of abundance is there are way more people than just the 8 coaches that you have, or just the 2 coaches that you have. There's so many more. But you got to get out there, and you got to keep running the marathon, and then you got to keep pulling them, and you got to keep growing yourself so you attract people in the same state of mind that you're in. So it's kind of neat. I remember a mentor, Lindsay Matway, she told me something when we were on the cruise, and she said, in her business and her growth pattern or whatever she was at, she said she attracted people in the business from the start that would probably never even apply right now, or she wouldn't even take on right now, because she's in a different frame of mind. She's looking for different people, and they may happen to you. For me, I'm an overcomer. I've dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression. Not to say that I still don't. But I'm growing and I'm moving forward. I'm not going backwards. And sometimes you're going to attract people that have those same issues. And either they have to make the choice themselves to rise above and grow, or they're just not. But that's not on you. Not on you. So relieve yourself of that pressure. The best thing you can do for your coaches is give them a good start. That's what you're responsible for. Give them a good start in the race. A good start. Be their cheerleader, be their supporter, be their leader. Lead by example and keep moving forward. Don't turn around and go backwards, okay? Lead by example. Move forward, and you're going to attract those people that are willing to do that with you. So that's kind of what I have for you. Don't feel like that you have to carry everybody on your back, your whole team on your back, and drag them through this marathon. Work with the willing. Inspire people along the way that are willing to go the same pace that you're going. Yell from your coaches from afar and say, come on and join us. There's still time to catch up in this race. But don't turn around and go backwards. And encourage your coaches. Be there for them. But don't drag people through this. So think of the law of abundance. Work on yourself. Grow yourself so you grow people that are in the same mind frame. Or you attract people in the same mind frame that you're in. So I hope this helps. I hope this was a good visual. I hope I explained it right. And gave you a picture of kind of what I'm seeing in my head, and maybe change your mindset a little bit. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and talk to you soon. Bye.